You're watching Love and Hip Hop New York. Check yourself.
Season 9.
You'll be watching us
watch the show
for the very first time.
You'll be getting our natural
and honest reaction.
We're watching it with you. The scene you're about to see is our first morning in the beautiful Costa Rica.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody! Good morning, Juju!
Why is this so extra all the time?
He doing it for TV, man.
He's louder than me, and I'm a loud bitch.
Juju, thank you for booking all of this.
You weren't invited, but...
Safaree came downstairs with so much energy, and then Juju just had like the gun and just shot him down.
I'm happy that everyone's here, even you guys, the uninvited ones. Everyone, seriously. You guys are even invited to my hosting if you want to come.
Me and Joe were going anyway.
Excuse you, Mayno.
So what do you mean you was going anyway?
I don't need no invitations. I was going regardless. Who was gonna stop me?
Maggie, did you leave him on the couch or did you bring him in?
Nah, he slept in the bed.
Of course I did.
You see how I looked down when I said that though, right? Like, nah, he slept in the bed. Of course he did.
This guy and I are not friends right now.
Whoa. Yo, you heard Juju?
Y'all want me to act like I care.
Oh.
Safaree.
Shady, shady, shady.
That was mad rude.
That was
And
fine.
it's
Yo, even Mayno, like Mayno don't feel that hurt him too. Like that was powerful Safaree.
All right, look, I'm sorry if that came off rude, but I didn't mean for
It
it
didn't
to...
come off rude. It was just rude.
Yeah, it didn't come off rude, that was rude.
All right, I'm sorry for being rude.
Yeah.
You done messed up the vibe of the table, bro.
No, I didn't.
Definitely killed the vibe of the table. Felt like when he did that, like more flies came, started flying on everything, cheese and shit.
we're gonna do a few things. We're
Just as long
shopping.
we ain't got no place that look like Dykeman, because you know, man, you already know what this situation was up at Dykeman. Like, I'm talking about they was throwing ice cream, ice pops, empanadas at him. Like, he was crazy. You told on him, man?
Who?
That was so random. I'm sorry. He blurts out things at random times, and you'll look at him like, what are you total who? Like, what the are you talking about?
I ain't telling nobody. Let me tell you, if you a black truck speeding through a toll with no lights on and no license plate,
A bitch is always hungry. I see food on the table. Y'all could talk. I'ma eat. I thought we were gonna eat as a family. Where's Yandy? Where's Kimbella?
I was tanning.
Hopefully they're somewhere talking.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
That they're somewhere talking?
Yes.
They have a few things to work out.
Is the problem about money?
You know, Mayno, you're always on point. Yes, the problem is about money.
does anybody know?
Some girl shit, man. It's always some girl shit.
The next scene you're about to see is me and Yandy putting it all on the table. I'm just gonna go ahead and go talk to Yandy. I'm gonna end it tonight because I hate the fact that you invited us here. I'm gonna figure out what the is going on. Okay, let me go do that.
I'm proud of Kimbella for stepping up and trying to put an end to this. By the way, Kimbella looks so beautiful walking there. Holy that glow.
Who is it? Don't knock on my door, none of y'all.
You had a conversation about my kids.
Let's clarify something. I've never had a conversation about your kids.
About Infinity? You didn't tell Mariah Lynn that this whole thing was a paparazzi stunt.
What I did say was, I hope that you did foster her for the right reasons. That's all I said.
What the does that mean?
What
does that mean? I'll say it again. What the would I foster somebody for the wrong reasons for? There ain't nothing wrong with what I'm saying.
Even questioning Yandy's motive for adopting Infinity is crazy. Not because of how it's gonna make Yandy look, but how it's gonna make Infinity feel.
Kids are definitely off limits.
You do this to play the victim, because we haven't even resolved.
Victim, it ain't to resolve when you talk about my kids. Nothing. It's nothing more to talk about. Matter of fact, I'm not even doing no more of this talking. Don't say nothing about my kids. If you didn't say nothing about my kids, this is over and I'm out. Nothing more to talk about. We good. I'm not talking about nothing else.
You love to clean up your and throw it under the rug.
Truth of the matter is, you pulled up because we were devising a plan to get you a check.
I never in a million years imagined that they'd be having a conversation about they planned for cameras in front of the cameras.
I don't give a What
Even
you
if I
got
have
to say?
lie for a check.
You a liar. I'm not agreeing to her getting me no check. She didn't give
Then
me
this
nothing.
is over.
Who are they talking to?
Bitch, yo, this is
Watch your
mouth.
Watch your mouth.
That's how you talk to somebody you gonna square up on the street, not to people you love. So it's not good.
You tired of a show? Come on, it's fake.
This is some real because I've never heard anyone actually talk about cameras and checks.
The lights are here. There's a microphone, like right here. Look, guys, that's a microphone. There's a camera right there. You guys are in that box. Like, I'm not this tall, bitches. Like, I'm stepping on the like, they're keeping it all the way f***ing real.
You want to act like you're this Miss Goody Two-Shoes. She can do no wrong. Everything's perfect in life. Even though she got a in jail, you gotta own up to some of your
I didn't have to leave my kids for this.
Maybe you need to go home with your kids, and that's it. Good night.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Shay Johnson here. If you want to see more of Love and Hip Hop Miami, make sure you subscribe to the VH1 YouTube channel. It's going down. Plus, I keep you entertained.